Arthur the Rat. Once there was a young rat named Arthur who could never make up his mind. Whenever his friends asked him if he would like to go out with them, he would only answer, "I don't know." He wouldn't say yes or no either. He would always shirk making a choice. His Aunt Helen said to him, "Now look here, no one is going to care for you if you carry on like this. You have no more mind than a blade of grass." One rainy day, the rats heard a great noise in the loft. The pine rafters were all rotten, so that the barn was rather unsafe. At last the joists gave way and fell to the ground. The walls shook, and all the rats' hair stood on end with fear and horror. "This won't do," said the captain. "I'll send out scouts to search for a new home." Within 5 hours, the 10 scouts came back and said, "We found a stone house where there is room and board for us all. There is a kindly horse named Nellie, a cow, a calf, and a garden with an elm tree." The rats crawled out of their little houses and stood on the floor in a long line. Just then, the old one saw Arthur. "Stop," he ordered coarsely. "You are coming, of course." "I'm not certain," said Arthur, undaunted. "The roof may not come down yet." "Well," said the angry old rat, "we can't wait for you to join us. Right about face. March." Arthur stood and watched them hurry away. "I think I'll go tomorrow," he calmly said to himself. "But then again, I don't know. It's so nice and snug here." That night there was a big crash. In the morning some men with some boys and girls rode up and looked at the barn. One of them moved aboard and saw a young rat, quite dead, half in and half out of his hole. Thus the shirker got his due. Kicked. The quick little kitten thinks it bit a pretty big fish. Dress. Many of Jeff's best friends slept in mesh tents in pleasant weather. Trap. The harrowing black cat dashes at any man and lands on the plaid carriage. Lot. The honest swan stops and acknowledges the fox, dodging the bothered wasp. Strut. Mother loves butter that comes from the southern countryside. Foot. The butcher should put the pudding in the wooden nook to cook. Bath. Can't half the staff ask to transfer to the enchanted castle in France? Cloth. Lawrence often offers Ross a Florida orange and horribly strong frothy Boston coffee. Nurse. The early bird preferred the earthy worm. Fleece. These unique machines teach people to speak and reason. Face. The raven waits until the last day for the great wave to break. Palm. Father and Ma said to calm the facade in the Nevada Plaza. Thought. The small walrus caught the hawk in the salty water. Goat. The rose slowly grows in Owen's old grove. Goose. Beautiful music booms and humans move to the groove. Price. The shy writer types at night to fight the silence in my mind. The shy writer types at night to fight the silence in my mind. Choice. The spoiled boy hoists the toy from the soil. Mouth. Mountains of flowers crowd the grounds about the house. Near. Deirdre's fear seriously interferes with her ideal career. Square. Beware of scarce fairies, rare mares, and scary prairie bears. Start. The Sahara party marvels at the far star on the safari. North. Laura's warm aura reforms Thor's horse for the important war. Force. The adorable boar snores hoarsely and notoriously hoards imported pork. Cure. The tourist endures rural tours of Europe and procures gourmet bourbon. Happy. The coffee, salami, spaghetti, and macaroni are ready. Letter. Sugar covers the tiger's whiskers. Comma. Bertha's and Cinderella's saga is a drama. R. Richard, Wilbur, and Harry are running around the treacherous river. L. Linda and Ali pull belly muscles laughing laboriously. NG. The singing mockingbird is swinging on the ring and dings the awning. TH. The thespians gather and breathe 3 authentic breaths together. H. Harry and Hillary happily harvest heaps of herbs behind the beehive. Yod. The cute, dutiful blue cuckoo resumes cooing suitable tunes enthusiastically. W. Will and Drew whistle when the wind blows between the whimsical weeping willows. ING. Miss Fanning is walking and hiking in Wyoming. S. Susie lives in her sister's house on Easy Street and her Siamese cats and Siberian Husky dog. I guess it's the idea of sharing an experience together, which allows you to maybe go deep and share about what you're doing in life, how you're doing in life, disconnecting from the daily routine, but being able to do it, I guess, kind of with the purpose too of getting to know one another better.
And do you feel like that's happening? Because you've known your friends for a long time.
That's true, but we don't live in the same place anymore, and so we're distant. So it's like reconnecting, sharing stories, getting to hear the good, the bad, the ugly, have fun together, laugh a lot, a lot of laughter. It's some of the best medicine for tired souls, and so yeah, the Camino's great. Yesterday, we ran into a little place that was serving coffee and tea and tortilla española, and it said "Welcome home." And we were walking by, and I thought, oh, yeah. And I sat down, and I had a cookie, I had a tortilla, I had coffee, and that was just like one of those unexpected moments of hospitality. I was telling my friends, you never know what you're going to find around the next bend on the Camino, and so that was one moment for sure. And I think just we have not had a decent lunch the entire time. We keep walking, we missed lunchtime. Today we got here just in time to sit down and have a big lunch together, so that kind of felt like home in a sense. What are the things in my life that I continue to need to, I guess in my case, let go of? What am I holding on to too tightly? And then how can I be a better father and husband and minister? And I'm hoping that there's, some insight that happens during the course of the walking, where everything else, all the other distractions fade away, and hopefully you get a little voice that shares some insight on where you need to grow. Vale, pues nos levantamos en, ¿cómo se llamaba el pueblo? En Faroes. Caminamos unos 5 o 6 kilómetros, paramos, desayunamos todos juntos, tomamos un zumo de naranja, algo de bollería, un café con leche. Seguimos subiendo hasta Itziar, y pues luego bajamos un fuerte pendiente hasta llegar a este pueblo de Deva, y aquí nos bañamos en el mar y estamos aquí en el albergue todos juntos.